The incredible journey of Mango is a story of pain, resilience, and the healing power of love. People often say that dogs are loyal companions, but sometimes it's the dogs themselves who teach us the true meaning of loyalty. Mango's life is proof of this. His path was filled with uncertainty and scars from abandonment, but it led him to the family he had always needed. A family that, in their grief, needed him just as much. Mango's story begins in a place few ever want to imagine. A train station where he was found starving, abandoned, and hopeless. His eyes carried a message of surrender, as if he no longer believed anyone would ever love or need him again. He was young, barely a year old, but already bore the weight of betrayal. Likely used as a tool for hunting or labor and discarded when no longer useful, Mango's faith in humanity had been broken long before rescue found him. Everything changed when Grateful Greyhounds, an organization working closely with shelters in Spain, came across Mango's photograph. This group, dedicated to rescuing abused and abandoned dogs, saw something in him that others had overlooked. They knew his story wasn't meant to end in despair. His hollow eyes revealed suffering, but they also whispered a longing for love. The rescue team decided Mango deserved another chance, and they worked quickly to arrange his transport. Sometimes souls are destined to meet at the right time, and for Mango, destiny had just begun to move. His image reached the family who would one day become his home, and the moment they saw him, they felt an unexplainable bond. Even though they didn't know if he would ever trust again, they were ready to give him the love he had been denied. The trip from Madrid to New York was long, but it was nothing compared to what Mango had already endured. When his new family finally saw him at the airport, their hearts broke all over again. He was thinner and more fragile than they had imagined, his body weak and his eyes filled with hesitation. It was as if he no longer believed love existed. But the miracle happened not long after he set paw in his new home. The moment he crossed the threshold, Mango looked for a place to cuddle, to rest his weary body. Deep down, perhaps he had always known this day would come, the day someone would choose him, the day he would belong again. That night, instead of fear, his body melted into rest, and for the first time, he allowed himself to dream of peace. The first few months weren't easy. Mango was exhausted and spent much of his time sleeping, finally free from the dangers and uncertainty of survival. Even simple things most dogs took for granted, like walking upstairs, were foreign to him. His family carried him up and down, patiently guiding him through a world that was completely new. There was no rush. Healing would take time, and they were willing to give him every second he needed. Slowly, day by day, Mango began to change. Fear gave way to curiosity. Curiosity turned into trust, and trust blossomed into joy. The fragile dog they met at the airport was transforming into the dog he was always meant to be. 8 months later, Mango was unrecognizable from the broken soul he once was. With patience, love, and time, he emerged as a bright, affectionate, and loyal companion. He earned the nickname Velcro Dog because he was always by someone's side, wrapping his paws around them in gentle hugs or resting his head on their shoulders as if to say, "I'm here, you're safe now." His presence was constant and soothing, a living reminder that love heals even the deepest scars. His family began calling him Twinkle Toes for the way he moved gracefully through the house, and Baby Bean for the small, curled-up position he took on the couch, making just enough space to snuggle close. Every nickname was a reflection of the light he had brought into their lives. Mango had a gift. He could sense emotions with astonishing accuracy. When sadness crept into the house, Mango was the first to notice. Without hesitation, he would place his head gently on a lap or lean quietly against a shoulder, offering comfort without words. It was as if he had been sent to heal, to give back the love that had once been denied to him. His family, who had been grieving the loss of a beloved grandparent, felt his presence as a lifeline. Their home, once heavy with silence and sorrow, now pulsed with quiet reassurance, all because Mango had chosen to love again. Through his quiet loyalty and affection, Mango taught his family that healing is not one-sided. They gave him a second chance, but in return, he helped them heal wounds that went deeper than they realized. He became their companion, their comfort, their constant reminder that hope never truly dies. His eyes, once filled with emptiness, now shone with trust and devotion. The bond they shared was unbreakable, forged not only through love but through mutual survival of heartbreak. Mango would never know abandonment again, because his family vowed to protect him from the loneliness he once knew. Mango's story is more than the tale of one dog. It is a testament to the resilience of animals and the transformative power of compassion. It reminds us that no matter how broken a soul may seem, love has the power to restore it. For every Mango in the world, there are countless others still waiting in shelters, abandoned in streets, or forgotten at train stations, longing for someone to see them. Sometimes it only takes a photograph, a moment, a decision to change a life forever. If Mango's story touched your heart, his family hopes you will help spread his message. Like, share, and support rescue organizations that work tirelessly to save dogs like him. Behind every rescued life is a chance for healing, for the animal and for the human who welcomes them. Before adopting, always research, understand the needs of the animal, and be prepared to commit to the love they deserve. Because, as Mango proved, the right dog can appear in your life at the exact moment you need them most. Let Mango's journey be a reminder. No matter how broken someone seems, there is always hope for a second chance.